Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Today, 28th February 2025, morning Murli Paptada Madhavan. Shukriya Baba. Essence, sweet children, in order to attain peace, become bodiless. It is only when you become body conscious that there is peacelessness. Therefore, remain stable in your original religion. Question: what is the accurate remembrance? To what particular aspect should you pay attention at the time of remembrance? Answer: accurate remembrance is when you consider yourself to be soul, distinct from your body, and you remember the Father. Pay attention that you don't remember anyone's body. In order to stay in remembrance, have the intoxication of this knowledge. Let it remain in your intellect that Baba is making you into the masters of the world, that you are to become a master of whole world, the earth, sea, and sky. Song: having found you, we have found the whole world. The depth, the earth, and the sky belong to us. Om Shanti. The meaning of Om is I am a soul. People believe that Om means God, but that is not right. Om means I am a soul and this is my body. People say Om Shanti, the original religion of myself. This soul is peace. The soul gives his own introduction. Although people say Om Shanti, they do not understand the meaning of Om at all. The words Om Shanti are very good. I am a soul and my original religion is peace. I, a soul, am a resident of land of peace. The meaning is so simple. It is not a long, false explanation. People of today don't even know whether the world is new or old. No one knows when the new world becomes old or when the old world becomes new again. When you ask anyone when the old world becomes new and how it then becomes old, no one is able to tell you. It is now this iron aged old world. That new world is called the golden age. How many years does it take for the new world to become old? No one knows this. Even though they are human beings, they do not know this. Therefore, human beings are said to be worse than animals. At least animals don't say anything about themselves. However, human beings say we are impure. They call out, "O purify, come." But they don't know who he is. The word pure is so good. Only a pure world, heaven, would be a new world. There are images of those deities, but no one knows that Lakshmi Narayan are the masters of that new, pure world. Only the Unlimited Father sits here and explains all of these things to you. The new world is called heaven, and the deities are said to be the residents of heaven. At present, this old world is hell. People here are the residents of hell. When someone dies, people say that he has gone to live in heaven. Therefore, this means that they are living in hell. According to their own understanding, this really is hell. However, if you told them directly that they are residents of hell, they would get upset with you. The father explains, although they look like human beings and their faces are like those of human beings, their characters are like those of monkeys. This too has been remembered, but they themselves go in front of the deity idols in the temple and say, "You are full of all virtues." However, what do they say of themselves? That they are degraded sinners. But if you told them directly that they are vicious, they would get upset with you. This is why the Father only talks and explains to you children. He doesn't go to talk to people outside because Iron Age people are the residents of hell. You are now residents of the Confluence Age. You are becoming pure. You understand that it is Shri Baba who is teaching us Brahmins. He is the purifier. The Father has come to take us all souls back home. This is such a simple matter. The Father says, children, you souls come from the land of peace to play your parts. Everyone is unhappy in this land of sorrow. And this is why they ask for peace of mind. They don't ask how many, they don't ask how their souls can become peaceful. You say, Om Shanti, my original religion is peace, so why do you ask for peace? Because you forget that you yourself are souls, that you have been body conscious. Souls reside in the land of peace, so how can there be peace here? It is only when you become bodiless that you can have peace. Each soul here is combined with the body, and so they are all definitely have to talk and walk. I, this soul, came from the land of peace to play a part. No one understands that Ravan is the enemy. When was is that Ravan became your enemy? None of them knows this. Not a single scholar or pandit etc. knows who Ravan is. They don't know the one whose effigy they burn. They have been burning it for many births and yet they don't know anything. If you ask any of them who Ravan is, they would say it is just imagination. They don't know anything. And so, what response could they give? It is mentioned in a scripture, Hey Rama, this world was not created, it is all imagination. Many say this. Now, what is the meaning of imagination? It is said that this is a world of imagination. Whatever thoughts people have, that happens. They do not understand the meaning of them. The father sits here and explains to you children, some of you understand very clearly, whereas others do not understand anything at all. Those who understand clearly are real children, whereas those who understand nothing at all are stepchildren. Stepchildren never becomes heirs. Baba has real children and stepchildren. Real children are those who follow the father's Srimad completely, whereas stepchildren do not. The father then says, this one is not following my direction, he is following Ravan's direction. There are two words, Rama and Ravan. There is the kingdom of Rama, whereas this is the kingdom of Ravan. It is now the confluence of the two. The father explains to them, all of these Brahma Kumars and Kumaris are claiming their inheritance from Shiv Baba. Do you too want to claim it? Will you follow these elevated directions? They ask, whose directions? The father gives you Srimad for you to become pure. They then say, I will stay pure. But if my husband doesn't accept this, or to whom should I listen? My husband is my God. In Bharat, they are told that their husband is their guru, their God, their everything. However, no one really believes it. They simply say yes at the time, but they don't accept it at all. They still continue to go to their gurus and to their temples. The husband says, don't go out. I will give you an image of Rama and you can keep that and worship it at home. Why do you wander to Ayodhya Rama birthplace? She would not listen to anything. It is stumbling off the path of devotion. She will definitely continue to stumble along there. She won't listen to anyone because she believes that temple there is Rama's. However, who is that you have to remember? Is it Rama or his temple? They don't understand anything. Therefore, the father explains, on the path of devotion, you call out to God, come and grant us salvation, because only he is the bestower of salvation for all. Acha, when does he come? No one knows this. The father explains that Ravan is your enemy. The wonder of Ravan is that although people continue to burn effigy of him, he never dies. No one knows what Ravan is. You children now know that you receive your inheritance from the unlimited Father. They celebrate Shiv Jayanti, but they do not know who Shiv is. You explain to the people of the government that Shiv is God and he comes in this age, in this one age, every cycle and changes Bharat from hell into heaven. He changes beggars into prince. He purifies the impure. He is the bestower of salvation for all. All human beings are now here. Even the soul of Christ is here in some form. No one can return home yet. Only the one great Father can grant salvation to everyone. And he only comes in Bharat. In fact, you should only perform devotion of one who grants salvation. That incorporeal Father doesn't reside here. He is constantly considered to be and remembered as being up above, whereas no one considers Krishna to be up above. They remember Krishna and everyone else as being down here. The remembrance of your children is accurate. You consider yourself to be distinct from your bodies. You consider yourself to be souls and you remember the Father. The Father says, you must not remember anyone's body. It is most essential to pay attention to this. Simply consider yourself to be souls and remember the Father. Baba is making us into the masters of the whole world. He makes us into the masters of the whole earth, sea, and sky. It is all now divided into bits and pieces. They don't let you cross their borders. None of these things exist there. Only God is the Father. It isn't that everyone is the Father. Although they say that Hindus and Chinese are brothers and that the Hindus and Muslims are brothers, they don't understand the meaning of that. They never say that The Hindus and Muslims are brothers and sisters. No, all souls are brothers, but they don't understand that. When they listen to the scriptures, etc., they simply say, it is true, but they don't understand the meaning of them. In fact, they are all false. In the land of truth, in the land of truth, they only speak the truth, whereas here there is nothing but falsehood. If you said to any of them that they are telling lies, they would get upset with you. Even though you spoke the truth, some people would start insulting you. Only Brahmins now know the Father. Your children are now imbibing divine virtues. You know that even the five elements are now totally impure. Nowadays, people even worship the devil spirit a lot. They continue to remember the evil spirit. The Father says, consider yourself to be souls and constantly remember me alone. Do not understand the devil's spirit. Whilst living at home with your families, keep your intellects in yoga with the Father. You now have to become soul conscious. Your sins will be absolved to the extent that you remember the Father. Each of you has now received a third eye of knowledge. You now have to become conquerors of sinful acts. That is the age of those who conquer sinful acts, and this is the age of those who perform sinful acts. You gain victory over sinful acts and the power of yoga. The yoga of Bharat is very famous, but people do not know it. Sannyasis go abroad and say that they have come to teach them the yoga of Bharat, but the people they don't know that sannyasis are hatha yogis who cannot teach Raja Yoga. You are Raj Rishis, they are limited sannyasis, whereas you are unlimited sannyasis. There is a difference of day and night. No one but you Brahmins can teach Raja Yoga. This is a new aspect. New ones that come cannot understand these things. This is why new ones are not allowed to come here. This is the court of Indra, God who reigns knowledge. Everyone now has a stone intellect. Everyone in the golden age has a divine intellect. It is now the confluence of the two. No one but the Father can change you from the stone into diamond. You can come here to have your intellects made divine. Bharat truly was the golden sparrow. Lakshmi and Narayan were the masters of the world. No one knows when they used to rule. It is used to be their kingdom 5,000 years ago. Where did they go? You can explain that they have been taking 84 births. At present, they are Tamopradhan and now being made Satopradhan by the Father. The same applies to you. Only the Father, none of the sages or holy men, etc., can give this knowledge. That is the path of devotion and the path is of this knowledge. By listening to very good songs that you children have, you will have goose pimples and your mercury of happiness will rise very high. This intoxication has to remain constant. This knowledge is nectar. People become intoxicated from drinking alcohol, whereas you have the nectar of this knowledge here. Your intoxication should not decrease, let it remain constantly high. You become happy on seeing the picture of Lakshmi and Narayan, but know that you are becoming that elevated by following Srimad. Whilst observing everything here, let your intellects remain in yoga with the Father and that inheritance. Acha. To his sweetest beloved, long lost and now for children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, the Bapdada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children. The spiritual children says Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence, in order to become conqueror of sinful acts, you have to gain victory over them with the power of yoga. While it's observing everything here, let your intellects be in yoga with the Father and the inheritance. In order to receive your full right of the inheritance from the Father, you have to become real children. Only follow one Father. Shri must clearly understand the things that the Father explains to you and then explain to them to the others. Blessing. May you be an easy yogi and use your lift of a divine intellect to tour around the three worlds. Repeat, may you be an easy yogi and use your lift of divine intellect to tour around the three worlds. At the conference age, each of you children receive a lift of a divine intellect. With this wonderful lift, you can go wherever you want in the three worlds. Simply put on your switch of awareness and you will arrive there in a second. You will be able to remain stable and experience whichever world you want for long as you want. In order to use this lift, be careful at Amrit Vela to set the switch of your awareness accurately. Be an authority and use this lift, and you will become an easy yogi, and all hard work will finish. Slogan: the act of living is to keep your mind constantly in a state of pleasure. Repeat: the art of Living is to keep your mind constantly in a state of pleasure. Om Shanti. Have love for solitude and imbibe unity and concentration. Being in solitude has two meanings. It isn't just external solitude, but solitude is also to be lost in the depths of one. If there is just external solitude, you will get bored and then say, I don't know how I am going to spend this day. Just go into the depths of one father, just as when you go to the bottom of the ocean, you receive so many treasures. Similarly, go into the depths of the one, that is, become lost in the attainments you have received from the Father. Thank you, Baba. Om Shanti. Shukriya, Baba. Shukriya, Baba. Shukriya, Baba. Shukriya, Baba. Shukriya.